The Lagos State House of Assembly has described the All Progressives Congress presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as a political warlord whose time has come. The lawmakers were making a reference to the recent win by Bola Tinubu at the party's primary election, which held a few weeks ago. Now, this formed deliberations as the House resumed plenary activities on Monday. This is Lagos Parliament. Thank you for joining us. Members of the Lagos State House of Assembly returned from a 2-month-long recess, with the business of the day focusing on the just concluded All Progressives Congress APC presidential primary election.
Whatever it is, I just want to say that the election has come and gone, and the outcome of the election, I'm sure many of us were not satisfied. Notwithstanding, that is democracy. Somebody has to demand at the end of the day. For those, as I said, who are not lucky enough to represent the party as the candidates, we still have a long way to go. We have almost a year to continue to represent the people, to serve the people, and as well, see to the duties being able to you when you are sworn as members of this house. So that should be our primary assignment and focus now, to ensure that we discharge our duty, and for us to further confirm our constituents that we are representing them. We have done our best and we continue to do it.
It was a time to talk about the national leader of the APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who recently returned to Lagos days after emerging as the party's flag bearer at the special convention in Abuja.
Our benefactor, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, to have emerged as the candidate of our president, facing many others from the north, from the east, from the west. But at the end of the day, he was successful to become the candidate of our party. And for me, it's something worthy of celebrating, particularly recognize those people who contributed immensely to this success. And the outcome also was a great contribution to the success of democracy in our country. People want to appreciate the National Working Committee.
The lawmakers took turns to talk about the journey and the roles played by the Speaker of the Lagos Assembly, Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, in ensuring victory for Tinubu. They also commended the northern governors for the collective decision that resulted into the victory.
Our leader is really a national leader. He is a tribalized leader. His acceptance by both the north and the south really show that Asiwaju will inshallah rule the country. And what we learned from what happened,
people want to appreciate the National Working Committee for organizing a credible convention that can be adjudged as one of the best in sub-Saharan Africa. These are attempts to hint that politics has come to stay in the country, and this will mirror to come 2023, that truly we can have a credible direction. We want to appreciate the progressive governor, the northern progressive governors, who deem it fit to concede to the southern part. That is based on the agreement. It's not to scuttle the national democracy. We commend them so greatly.
To congratulate and to say a big well done to the northern governors. Indeed, they changed the game, not because it was from the Constitution, but they believed in the in the power of brotherliness. They believe in the country. They believe that indeed, for this country to grow, we must give every group, every section, every region at least the opportunity to serve this country. Also thanking those who made primaries quite an interesting one. The well-organized primaries, which I say kudos to the party. I also want to say a big thank you to those who stepped down. Indeed, realizing that Asiwaju has potentials to change the hands of this country to a great future. Indeed, I want to say a big thank you to them. And to all the new aspirants who indeed fell in line after Asiwaju was declared winner. I think, Mr. Speaker, this is the dawn of a new day. A dawn of a new day for Nigeria, a great dawn of a new day for Lagos State.
I would also like to congratulate Asiwaju for coming out victorious. It was well fought, and he stood his ground, and he made us all know that God stands on themselves with God. So I congratulate him and thank him for everything.
Because with a true Democrat like Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as the presidential flag bearer of the APC, a better Nigeria does better. I want to say with all emphasis that this victory is ours to savor. I congratulate the political sagacity and the foresight of the Right Honorable Speaker. I say this because you started this few years back, and that's because you followed on with your own leader, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, in terms of vision and foresight. And today, we are here celebrating this victory.
Engrossed with happiness that Bola Tinubu is our presidential candidate of the APC, the All Progressives Congress.
The ball is now on our court. We must go to house, hamlet to hamlet, village to village, city to city, to tell them the value of our great leader, sending his message of transformation, and we pray Almighty Allah will grant us victory. We must not fail to recognize the role the governors of the Plateau State play when some governors in the northern part or political leaders from the northern part showed the interest to contest for this position. He called for a meeting and he advised them that we need to go by our party constitution, that all the aspirants from the northern part should withdraw for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, and at the end of the day, all the aspirants from the north comply with the directive and advice of this man. May Almighty Allah continue to be with him.
The man Asiwaju is a man who hardly sleeps. The man Asiwaju is a man who is dogged. The man Asiwaju is a man who has built on what he believes in. Because when he became the governor, he wasn't the only one, but because of his determination. And in whatever he says, he said that this is an ambition that has been with him, and he has been building on this. So on these notes, I want to enjoin us that we should give the total support we need to give, because this is a stage 1 success. The stage 2 success is something that has to do with each and every one of us. The man Asiwaju is defined in different forms as known by people. He's a builder of man, and at the same time, he's a builder of superstructure and substructure.
I must also, while thanking others, thank also the Speaker, Right Honorable Mudaishiru Obasa, who joined other in forming Ahmed. We must thank all those little support group, either Ahmed, Swagger, TSO, TSG, for all they have done in this getting this victory from our leader. We are thankful to them and hope that we will redouble our effort and focus in ensuring victory during the 2023 general election.
The next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, inshallah, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, that shows that if we can rule Lagos successfully, if you can lay the template for Lagos, if you can build Lagos that can compete with any other city in the world, then you are fit, you are qualified to be the president of this country. Nigeria at this moment is in trouble. We need somebody to save it. And God has been so magnanimous to give us Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. I want to ask everybody, not just, we keep talking about the Yoruba race. I'm asking Nigerians, I'm begging Nigerians now to give this man their mandate, to come out en masse. We have 40 members here, and that is the 4th constituency in Lagos State, which means we have the whole of Lagos here.
I've tried to eschew the virtue of Asiwaju, to tell Nigerians that we have a lot to benefit from this great man of our time. This is the time that we need to look into the quality of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, to give him the chance to serve this great nation. Like my colleagues have said, he has said it's a lifetime opportunity for him to bring to the table what he has done in Lagos for Nigeria. And I believe as a pan-Nigerian, as a pan-Africanist, as somebody who has traversed the globe, he has a business connection, he has a diplomatic connection to make a difference in this country. And I pray come 2023, we'll give this gentleman the opportunity to serve us and serve Nigeria very quickly.
All politics have continued to remain local. It is not by winning the primary ticket or being the flag bearer of the party. It's about delivering the highest number of votes to secure him to become the president of the country. Mr. Speaker, if we go by what we saw in Ekiti, the turnout is nothing to write home about, where we have less than 200,000 votes to win elections. And we have a state, Lagos State, that is populated with over 22 million people, and we believe 60% of them are youth. Mr. Speaker, this is time for us to go back to our various constituencies, to go and mobilize the collection of PVCs, to also make sure that we re-engineer the mind of the people and to see the need for them to vote for this man to become the president of Nigeria, so they can give us the particular Nigeria that we want, the Nigeria of our dreams. Mr. Speaker, I congratulate you, I congratulate Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. This is the time for us to come out. For those that are yet to collect their PVC, they should please go and collect it. And for those that are yet to do their registration, they should please go and do it. Asiwaju means a lot to almost all of us. Like some of us, like being said by the Deputy Speaker, he's a destiny helper. He has helped many people. He knows where the shoe pinches. This is the thing that Asiwaju has worn it before, and he knows what we need. He has done it. He has a reference point that we can make reference to. We have them in Lagos State. Lots of people have been given employment, and they are having and they are happy with it. He has built Lagos State to this level we are seeing it. And I believe if he's given the opportunity to rule in Nigeria, all these power failure will be things of the past. All these security challenges will be things of the past. So I thank God. I thank the members of the House. I congratulate myself. I congratulate everybody that truly our local.
Let us canvass everybody that have PVC. Everybody is important in this journey to deliver Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. There should be no any form of discrimination. May the good Lord bless all of us, and bless our country, Nigeria, and bless Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in particular, and may the good Lord give him good health in particular, good health, understanding, and wisdom, so that at the end of that day, coming May 29, 2023, we shall all be alive, rejoice with him, and celebrate the new era for Nigeria.
The effort this enjoying today, he has been into it, I would say, as far back as 1990 to date. These are really making to achieve the success we saw at our convention. And lastly, we want to employ every Nigerian that they should go and collect their PVC. If you go to every INEC office, we see a lot of PVC cards lying down there that waiting for the person that registered for it to come and pick it up. Let us go and pick, let us mobilize, encourage the populace to go and pick up their PVC at the various INEC offices so that we can all perform our civic responsibilities. On this note, I want to congratulate our flag bearer, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, for the victory we had at the special convention. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I pray, by the special grace of God, come 2023, is going to win the general election. And like some of my colleagues said, he's a destiny helper. I will still put this bomb. He needs to come and help the destiny of this house.
I also want to congratulate Lagos State as a whole, Southwest, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe this Asiwaju's emergence as the flag bearer, which will also become the our president come 2023 by the special grace of God. I believe it's going to be a new dawn for Nigeria, for the people of Nigeria and Lagos State in particular. Just like we say in Lagos, congratulations.
Asiwaju is a man we must continue to pray for. The convention proved so many doubting Thomases wrong. In the first instance, they said the election will not hold, the convention will not hold. It held. They said Asiwaju is a man with weak health status. But this is a man who immediately after the convention, immediately after the following day, he started jetting around to visit those that contested against him. That is a way to show that he is a man that is strong, fit, and proper. Aside from that, he's a statesman and a man who has positive spirit of sportsmanship. Mr. Speaker, I will only say that it is not over until it is completely over.
Mr. Speaker, your constituency loves you for the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, and sixth time, sir. Congratulations, sir. Some people will say, if they are saying you are not doing good, sir, one okiti oboni, one tawu, let somebody just go and try it if it is easy. So I congratulate. I want to say that you have made history in Lagos State. There is a saying that here comes a time in the history of mankind where men of positive history will be recognized. Mr. Speaker, your name has been written in gold in Lagos State and in Nigeria as a whole. And let me submit by saying that during the United Assembly, Asiwaju Sowa, we had a senator in the United Assembly. And again, in the 10th Assembly, we also have a senator that will represent us in this House of Assembly. Mr. Speaker, I want to congratulate you. And if I congratulate you, sir, I'm also congratulating our senator-elect in this House of Assembly. And if this could happen in the 9th Assembly, Mr. Speaker, sir, we want to come back in the 10th Assembly so that we'll have another senator too.
I want to say that I believe we'll be victorious in 2023. I know we will be by God's grace. But nothing, as we Yoruba will say, we pray Almighty God to give us that victory. And we're sure He's going to do it.
Describing Tinubu as a golden fish, the House resolved to send a congratulatory message to the APC presidential candidates. As part of its resolutions, letters of commendation are to be sent to the northern governors on the platform of the APC, southern governors from the party, the Conference of Speakers, and the National Assembly for the roles they played in ensuring victory for Tinubu. The lawmakers remain confident that with Bola Tinubu in the saddle, the country will be a better place. And from plenary, we take the conversation further as we look at the roles played by the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly in ensuring that Speakers of State House of Assembly in Nigeria show commitment towards Bola Tinubu's victory at the poll. And to talk about this, we have the Chairman House Committee on Information, Security and Strategy, Honorable Setoji David, as he throws more light on this.
You see, the greatest thing that will happen to me in politics is the emergence of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu as the candidate of my party, APC. We've been on this for many, many years, and we've been, because this man is an asset to us in Lagos and also to us in Nigeria. So his emergence was wonderful. I felt so happy on that day. The Right Honorable Speaker of Lagos State House of Assembly Dr. Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa has done excellently well. He has contributed beyond my own imagination to success. There were so many things he did. In fact, he was having sleepless nights. There were so many, organizations, and that were formed by him, that he initiated so many ideas, and all of them culminated into this victory. So he has done a lot. If I start mentioning some of those things that he did, you'll be amazed. So it was as if he saw the victory coming, and he was just, the speaker was just, working assiduously towards realizing the victory. So he contributed immensely, I must confess to you. There are so many things. We're talking of Abat, but even so many other moves or movements here and there that he initiated, and he was following up on a daily basis. He galvanized all sorts of people to ensure that, that Asiwaju emerged. And what we are seeing in Lagos, his contribution is beyond what we expected. So he did a lot in the house, and we are all happy for it. At the end of the day, victory is ours. So we should be grateful to God. We are all happy to be back. We are, because of the euphoria of the victory. Everybody is happy. We are all happy, joyous. So when we came back, we had no choice but to commend Asiwaju, to extol the virtues of this great man, and the fact that Lagos State is going to produce the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are also happy about it. So that was what actually dominated our discussion on the floor, and it was a wonderful day for every member. Because today we are all, potential beneficiaries of the victory of Asiwaju.
And still talking about elections, the role of state houses of assembly before, during and after elections was the theme of a two-day workshop organized for members of the Lagos State House of Assembly. The program, which is currently holding in Ogere area of Imo State, had in attendance Speaker of the House and some other lawmakers. Speaking with journalists, Mudashiru Obasa spoke on the impact the training will have on the lawmakers as the 2023 elections draw near. He also spoke on the outcome of the APC State Assembly elections, which saw only few members of the House securing the party's ticket ahead of the general elections.
I think when you look at the issue of executive and legislature, I think we are lucky in Lagos State to have a very cordial and smooth relationship. That does not mean that it undermines the functions of the legislature or slows them down in performing their function. But what's largely it talks about the elections, particularly the primaries election, that it affects the legislature. So what we are looking at here is the amendment being made by the National Assembly where, what is it called, the delegates, statutory delegates are allowed to participate in the election or going for direct election. So it's just to make it open and allow a lot of people to participate, so you won't limit it to the control of the influence of executive only, or you allow the system where the party arrangement is being manipulated. So the essence is to allow people to come in so they can have free election, and as well people will be satisfied with the outcome of the election. As we witness or we've been hearing of President, that many people are now decamping just because they do not feel satisfied with the outcome of primaries election. I think the outcome has made the House in a spacious place, in the sense that when you have almost half of the members going without coming back, it shows that you have reduced, at the end of the day, it's going to deny the House its status, because having new people coming in with that substantial number, which means you have to go back and start again. You have to start from grassroots. Whereas these people have a lot to do. You can only perform where you have the knowledge and understanding. Fine, they will learn on the job, but for how long? At the point, so for the period of learning, what happens? So these are the things that we talk about, and beyond that, we think that the election and democracy is a process somehow. And when executive and legislatures are working together, that understanding must be protected in all form. It must be protected in all form, because the legislature can as well choose to do otherwise. It can as well choose to do otherwise, and at the end of the day, it will not augur well, for the people, for the state and the institution. So we must be able to do things in such manner that it will protect the interests of the institution.
And that's it in Lagos Parliament this week. We thank you for watching. Send us feedback to Lagos Parliament at tvcnews.tv. I am Abimbola Agbibi. Goodbye.